Okay, so you're a new YouTuber. You're super excited about this journey. You spent a lot of time making a video that you think is great, and it honestly probably is. And you go to post it, and then no views. An hour later, 2 views. 5 hours later, 5 views. I know. I know how this feels. This is how it started for me too. Some people see success immediately, right? Like they get on this platform, they go for it, they just seem to have the recipe for success and it works out for them. Unfortunately, I was not one of them, and there's a good chance that you are not also. And I just want to let you know that that's okay. That actually is normal. You're probably not doing anything terribly wrong. YouTube just needs to get used to you, and you need to have patience. So just to share with you a little bit about where I'm coming from, I am now exactly 4 weeks into my YouTube journey. I've posted, I think, 13 long form videos and maybe 7 or 8 short videos. And my most viewed video right now, when I'm recording this as of November 4th, 2024, my most viewed video has a whopping 93 views. 7 likes and 2 comments. And believe it or not, one of those comments was my reply to a commenter. And I'm actually proud of this. So I don't want this video to discourage you. Okay. I am proud of every single one of those 93 views on that video. And I am very proud of all the views on all of my other videos as well, even if their numbers aren't exactly where I would like to see them. And so if this is similar to your journey, you should be proud too. Today, we're just going to have a nice, real, raw chat, friend to friend, YouTuber to YouTuber, of the challenges that I faced throughout the 4 weeks on YouTube, and also a few cool things that I've learned along the way too, because it is not all doom and gloom. And I don't want this video to be perceived this way. This is actually a very encouraging video, and I want it to come off as that. So I'm just going to be authentic in sharing my journey as a small creator here on this platform. And if you're a small creator too, just starting out, or if you're somebody who hasn't gotten the courage to start yet, but you wanted to, let's chat. And like I said, this video is not all doom and gloom. There is hope in the end. So let's start with some of the challenges that I have faced and found over the last 4 weeks, starting my journey here on YouTube. And we're going to end it with the cool things, the encouraging things at the end, so we can end on a good note. I think one of the biggest challenges of starting on YouTube is that you don't have an audience yet, right? Unless you're somebody who has, a huge Instagram following or a huge TikTok following or something like that, and you're able to channel those followers over to your YouTube channel. If you're not somebody like that, you're going to start out with zeros, right? You're going to start with 0 subscribers, 0 views, 0 everything from the literal bottom. And because you don't have an audience yet, it's hard to know who you're talking to. It's hard to know who you're trying to target and who you want to find your videos and be part of your community. And so because of that, it's hard to gear your content towards that because you don't really know who you're talking to yet. Another thing that I think is a challenge is that us small YouTubers, we don't have any of the fancy equipment and we don't have a team yet to help us. So regarding the equipment, we don't have a fancy camera set up most of the time. You don't have, a really nice mic. This mic was like $10 on TikTok Shop. It honestly doesn't even work that great, but it does sound a little bit better it isolates my voice a little bit more than when I just use my camera audio. So I do use it, but this that I'm recording on right now is just my iPhone 15 Pro Max. And as long as you have a phone that's within the last, 7 or so years, I think that the video quality is probably going to be totally sufficient for you to do this. But we don't have the fancy equipment like the big YouTubers do that you see that have, their video quality is great and they have their audio just sounds so crisp and clear. We haven't been able to invest our money into those things yet because we're just starting out and we don't have any money coming in from the business. And regarding the team, we don't have anybody to help us, right? It's just us. It's us to do everything. We don't have people helping with editing and scripting and the lighting and the angles and camera settings for better quality and video production and, graphic design and things like that. We do it all ourselves. We are most of the time a one-person team when we're first starting out. And this can be overwhelming and feel super all-consuming because that's a lot of different hats you have to wear. Just think about it. You have to be the actor or actress on camera, right? You have to be the videographer. You have to be the video editor. You have to be the graphic designer to design, the thumbnails. You have to be the script writer. You have to be the planner and the scheduler to keep yourself on track and to plan out your content. You have to be the idea creator. All the ideas come from you. And you even have to be the data analysis, right? So when you're looking at your analytics and stuff like that, you have to learn how to read that data and how to interpret it. That's a lot of different hats to wear when you're starting out on YouTube, but it's possible. So another challenge is that there really should be hours of learning and research put into how to run a successful YouTube channel as you work your way through. And that can be time consuming. It's worth it, but it can be time consuming. And again, you're not getting paid for any of this work yet. You're not seeing any monetary value come back to you from the time that you're putting into it. And when we wear all these different hats and do all these different things, that's a pretty big time commitment. Another challenge that I have faced in the last 4 weeks is slow growth. And I don't really think there's anything really wrong with my channel necessarily as to why I've had the slow growth that I have. I just think that more times than not, this is how it usually goes. Every time, every once in a while, somebody might get lucky, or like I said, they might be able to channel followers from another platform. I didn't have any of that going on. I've actually kept YouTube just to YouTube. I haven't shared it to any of my other social media platforms. And so therefore, I am building organically off of YouTube. I haven't even told family and most of my friends. One of my friends knows and my spouse knows. That's it. None of my family knows. So it's not like I have them coming over here, subscribing and liking and commenting on my stuff. That's not my situation. I am starting just by finding people on this platform that are wanting to subscribe, that are wanting to like and comment. And that's how I have seen the even small amount of growth that I have so far. But I know a lot of YouTubers get really upset at that slow growth, and they automatically think that something is wrong with them or their content, or that this is not a lane that they should be in. This is not a passion that they should follow. And I would really encourage you to think about it the opposite. When you have slow growth like this on YouTube, that actually really is the norm, and it's okay. Just keep going, just keep trying, just keep learning and implementing new things and growing, and you will see the success. It just might take a while. I've heard other creators talk about this, creators that do have a lot of subscribers and they're trying to teach, smaller channels how to grow. And they all say that YouTube is a long-term game. And to me, that's really reassuring to hear people that are successful, that do have the level of success that I am going for and that you're probably seeking too. That's really reassuring when you hear them say that it's a long-term game and that it's not going to happen overnight. It's probably not going to happen in the first couple months. You have to be consistent. You have to be patient, and it's going to pay off in the long run. So just remember, the only way to actually fail is to quit. If you quit, then of course you have failed. You didn't give it a chance, right? So just keep creating, just keep trying, and it eventually will happen. And the last challenge I'm going to talk about kind of goes along in with the slow growth. But when you're looking at your analytics, those numbers at first can sometimes be scarily low, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, 3 views on this video that I posted 15 hours ago. Like in that moment, it could not feel very worth it. And I have to say, I have been there. I have looked at some of my videos and been like, I spent, 15 minutes recording that video. I spent an hour editing that video. I was super proud of it. And I put it out to the YouTube world for it to get 3 views in the first 15 hours. But what I want you to realize is that the more videos you post, the more shorts you post, the more subscribers you get, just the more you grow, your subscribers will go back and they will watch your previous videos too. So just because it only has 3 views in the first 15 hours doesn't mean that it's just going to stop there and it's never going to get any more. Once you start getting people over to your page, you're going to have those people that are interested in what you have to say and what your content is that you're sharing. And they're going to go back and they're going to watch those other videos and they eventually will grow as well. And I forgot I had one more that I added last minute. And it's because I thought of it this morning that it's hard to show your personality on here sometimes. Maybe not everybody has that issue. I am very much an introverted person. I'm able to be a lot more myself on camera with you guys than I am like in person in a social setting. But still, it feels awkward to me. It's hard for me to be myself and let my personality shine. I know that that's going to just get better over time. The more comfortable I get with the topics I'm discussing, the more comfortable I get with being on camera. But I think that that's something that a lot of small creators struggle with as well, is that they don't feel like they're being authentic and they don't feel like they can let their personality show because they're worried about maybe how it might be perceived or what people might think. And I would encourage you as a small creator to try to have it in the forefront of your mind when you're creating a video to just be yourself, because people are going to be attracted to you for who you are. And that's going to be how you find your community and the best community that you could build. All right, so enough of the challenges, enough of the negative. We're going to talk about some really cool things that I have seen happen in the last 4 weeks. Even though I have faced all these challenges, my views are nowhere near where I want them to be. My subscribers are very low. There have been some really awesome things and really awesome takeaways that I have learned in the past 4 weeks. The first thing that comes to my mind is that this has been a really awesome creativity outlet for me and an awesome hobby that I really do truly enjoy. I love brainstorming for topic ideas. I love searching SEOs to see what I could talk about and what I feel like I could offer the YouTube platform. And then when it comes to editing the videos, I'm sure there will be a day and a time where I get really tired of editing YouTube videos. For now, though, it still feels really creative to me and I still really enjoy it. I'm continuing to learn and research and then implement things I'm learning. So now I'm starting to watch a little bit more of like advanced editing style videos to see how, those YouTubers that we all aspire to be, how they're editing their videos and stuff, and just adding more things in and being able to do more cool things. And I've been trying to focus a little bit on like B-roll and finding some just opportunities where I can just let the camera run and kind of just record and stick those in videos as well. So the whole creativity part of YouTube has been really fun for me. I've also really enjoyed the learning curve of the graphic design of making YouTube thumbnails. That was probably one of the things that I was the most worried about because I am not by nature an artistically creative person. I'm creative in other ways, but when it comes to like art, I'm really not. And so I was nervous about the YouTube thumbnails, but I think I'm starting to make some progress. They're definitely nowhere near perfect. I have a lot of room to grow and improve. But I've actually started liking that part of the creativity as well, which surprised me. Another cool thing that I have learned over the past 4 weeks is that I have really gained a sense of accomplishment by doing this YouTube channel. I am building this from scratch, like from zero. I started this from zero. I have 2 subscribers that know me in real life that I have asked them to subscribe to my channel, and it's my spouse and my best friend. Other than that, so there's 20 other subscribers on my channel then that have been completely organic. And even though that's not much, it's 20 more than I had 4 weeks ago when I started. And I'm super proud of that. And it's making me feel really accomplished. Another cool thing that kind of hit me the other day was I personally think that YouTube, the platform of YouTube, is actually a really personal platform. It's not personal in the sense of like Instagram is personal because it's usually a daily thing, right? Like people are posting throughout their day in their stories and stuff. And so that makes that a little bit more personal. But YouTube is personal because you're sharing in long form content, right? So I'm not coming on here and just talking for a minute. I'm coming on here and explaining something for 10, 15, 20 minutes. And that makes it feel a little bit more personal. You can show your personality more, you can get to know people more and on a deeper level. And so that's been really cool to me, because I feel like since I come on here and I talk about some personal things, and the content sometimes is a little bit personal, I feel like I'm really able to like leave my mark on the world and get my voice out there. And then the last thing, and there are so many more, but I'm going to keep it at this, is that I am really, really proud. I have a lot of pride when it comes to starting this YouTube channel, not only just starting it and getting the content out there, but I've also been able to be extremely consistent. I have set a lot of boundaries in place so that Mondays, which is today, are my filming days and my editing days. And I have been very, very strict in that, to where I need a quiet space. I need to be on my own so that I can think clearly and deliver to you guys clearly. And I literally do not book anything on Mondays other than that. And it has made me be very consistent. I have not skipped a Monday yet. And because of that, I'm able to also upload consistently, which in the end is just going to help my channel. So I hope this was encouraging to you. I really didn't want to just be a Debbie Downer. I didn't want to just, talk about all the different challenges that new creators face and not leave you with some sense of encouragement, because I really do want to come from this from a place of encouragement. And I think that in 2024, if you're somebody who's willing to be on camera and is wanting to make maybe a possible side income in the future, I think that YouTube is a great place to be. And I think that you should continue with it, or if you're on the fence, you should start. So with that, we're going to end today's video here. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps so much. Leave a comment. Let's chat back and forth in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can see more upcoming content that I'll post. And until next time, see you in the next one.